Turn the pages, feel the beat, dance with words, move your feet.
Hello and welcome to this week's vlog and today's reading Dippit. Oh my gosh, I realized that I needed to come in and say something. Otherwise I wouldn't have much of a vlog this week. Yes, week. Hey, not month. Beginning of April. So I decided to get The Sunrise of the Reaping on Audible. I used a credit for it. And so far it's really good. I'm hoping to get it done this week. Well, I have to because it is that good. This is Hamish's story of his Hunger Games. And he was in the quarter quell, the 50th quarter quell. And in his quarter quell that he had to, what was it? Because it's the 50th, that the districts had to choose 2 people or like 4 people from each district. So 2 girls and 2 boys. And I don't want to give too much away, but he was illegally reaped, right? And so I'm just starting I've just started the section of the book where he entered into the Hunger Games and itself. And it's, oh my goodness, it's so good. I can't wait to continue. And then for the 25th Hunger Games, for that first quarter quell, it was that each district had to choose themselves which one it was that they were going in. And then of course and then for the in Catching Fire, for that 75th Hunger Games, that the victors or the people that were reaped right into the Hunger Games were from the victors. So of course that's how Katniss got to go back in. And oh my goodness, like all these characters and other victors are in. So Hamish is 16 when he gets reaped, and I can't get over it. I'm really liking how it's like turning out, and then oh my goodness. And I have read a little bit more of The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, and it's really good. We're not really finding out much about Barbara, like the girl who went missing. We're just still like learning about the characters and the camp and I don't know, all this like backstory. And then we're following really kind of like the main person we're following right now is Tracy, and it's really good. It's taken me a while to read it just because I've made reading more of a priority this week by making sure that I'm reading a little by little, and it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. So yeah, that's just kind of it for me. My update right now. And I'm loving still working for the library. I'm loving volunteering at the bookstore and just loving life. Trying to keep up with the fullest. Trying to make the best out of life. And we actually have had a lot of rain today, and we're getting a lot more rain coming forward. And I think that's just like really great. And also I'm learning how to drive a manual car, which is also taking up some of my time. So you always have to make, for the things that are important, you have to make sure that you're making time for it. You have to make the time. Just like if you want to do something in life, you have to do whatever it is that you have to do to make yourself remember, right? So that's just kind of it for me right now. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's having a great time, and we'll catch you on the next Dippit. All right, bye. Welcome to today's reading Dippit. Woohoo! I have now finished listening to The Sunrise of the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, the Hunger Games book that is about the 50th quarter quell, and it is Hamish's story. Woohoo! And it is really good. I really enjoyed it. You kind of find out, I guess we already knew the kind of guy that Snow was, and he's like no different in this book, and it's just what he does to Hamish and after the games is just really kind of ridiculous. Like you don't want to really think about it, but like he is not the best guy, and he's not somebody you want to be like a part of or attached to, and it's just ridiculous. But we knew going into this, well, of course, that Hamish was illegally reaped into the games, but we knew that he was going to die going into it. But he was just very, 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 he was making all these like alliances, and then when in the games, he kind of just, I don't want to say like he ditched like the other like newcomers that were in the games, but he kind of, his mission was to like, kind of like ruin the games or to ruin the arena itself. So he was more so focused on that than he was on like his fellow alliance members. But at the end of the day, like we know he wins, and it's just at the end of the day it really is kind of gross and disgusting how the capital actually is, how people in 12 are starving and they are like, these are just in need of food, where you have people in the capital like that are just so wasteful with food and wasteful with their products, right, that they have, and they're like all their resources, right? But it is something that they really do get into. And of course, Hamish, just like Snow, falls in love with a cubby girl, and it's just so good. And it's just can't get over it, right? The lessons that and the things that Snow, the reach that Snow has, right? Oh my gosh, can't get over it. I think that if you are a fan of the Hunger Games series, you are going to love this book. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Going to give it a thumbs up. Woohoo! Happy reading, everybody, and we'll see you guys on the next Dippit. Bye! Hello and welcome to today's reading tidbit and the end of this week's vlog. Woohoo! So I really haven't done much reading this week, which is I guess fine. I did try to read almost every day, but wasn't successful, but that's okay. I had a little bit of a burnout this week, so I was so busy, and I ended up taking some time for myself, which is something I needed to do. I'm happy that I did that, but I did end up finishing an audiobook, which I'm so super grateful for, and I really enjoyed it. And that was The Sunrise of the Reaping, so that's all I really gotta say about that, and you can listen to the part where I actually went more in depth about it. I'm really happy that I did read it. I would suggest that audiobook for just anybody in general. That's kind of it. Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic this nice summer spring day. Oh my gosh, I said summer spring day, but it's just because the sun's out. It feels so nice and cozy. You just want to go take a nap in it, right? And despite the cold weather, we gotta go out for adventures. We gotta do what we gotta do. And at that, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna go, seek out the day, seek out adventure, and see what the day has for me. Hopefully everybody has a great week, and I'll see you right back here next week. All right, happy reading, everyone. Bye.